Luigi Mangione was arraigned in a New York courtroom today in the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. He is now facing 11 counts from the state.
The charges include murder in the first degree and furtherance of terrorism. We get the details from ABC's Alexis Christoforous in New York.
With his hands and feet shackled, Luigi Mangione walked into a Manhattan court. Dressed in a maroon sweater, white-collared shirt, and khaki pants, he only spoke once to enter the plea during his arraignment.
Charge you with the crime of murder in the first degree and other related charges. How do you plead to this indictment, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Mangione faces 11 state charges in the death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, and he faces separate federal charges.
He's a young man, and he is being treated like a human ping pong ball.
Mangione's attorney saying elected officials are using him as political fodder.
He was on display for everyone to see in the biggest staged perp walk I've ever seen in my career. It was absolutely unnecessary.
Mangione's high-profile arrival in New York last week after his arrest in Pennsylvania.
This act of terrorism and the violence that stems from it is something that would not be tolerated in the city.
The mayor was talking to jurors, future potential jurors that elected him. Those are the people that elected him, that he is talking to and calling this man a terrorist.
Justice for some, not justice for all!
Outside of court, a chaotic scene as dozens of protesters chanting support for Mangione, some holding handmade signs with messages including "In Luigi We Trust" and "Health over Wealth."
Being called a terrorist is an insult to the intelligence of the American people. That's coming from a school teacher who has to deal with school shootings.
The state's case is expected to be tried before the federal case. If convicted, the state charges carry a sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole. If convicted of the federal charges, Mangione could get the death penalty. Alexis Christoforous, ABC News, New York.